What we really, really care about when it comes to our own Matt Miller is what he is driving. And he's back here on time in our Interactive Brokers studio.
I just actually dropped this car off at the garage on the west side, and it was sad. I was very sad to see it go.
I am surprised. Can you tell us what it is?
So this is the Nissan Z. It's a new car that kind of a small niche of car nerds got excited about it because it's an homage to the Nissans and Datsuns of the 1970s, and more recently they had the 240Z and the 340Z. It's not a 911, you know.
It used to be pretty cool if you had this car, like
that's what I think.
Decades
right?
ago.
I feel like my dad had, I think, a Datsun 240 in 1978, and I thought it was so cool.
People are turning us off right now.
This car. I got to tell you something.
What?
400 horsepower. It's got a stick shift, which is a beautiful transmission. The clutch is amazing. It has rev matching downshifts, and it's $40,000 to start. I mean, $40,000 in today's world is extremely affordable.
That's what actually struck me. Is it a real $40,000, or is it again once you start layering
It's $41,000. They probably add a delivery fee, which they don't put into the official price. So say another $1,500.
But that's it?
Yeah,
Wow.
That's it. And for that, you're getting a twin turbo 3-liter V6, which is an amazing engine. I'll tell you that I had a 2014 Porsche 911 Carrera S. And to me, the power delivery on this Nissan Z reminded me exactly of my 911.
That's impressive.
So I just thought it was amazing. I had so much fun just ripping the snot out of this car. You put it into the sport mode, and I could break the back wheels free. I'm like fishtailing on an off-ramp.
Was it because it was manual?
Yeah, it's manual,
but
it's
is
not just a
manual.
I've driven recently manual transmissions that aren't very good.
Okay.
This is a very good manual transmission, and it's a very small, sporty car. In fact, my only complaint about it is that it's too small for me.
You got a family here.
You are tall. I am like President Trump. I'm 6'3", 215. Right. No, I'm about that.
We're
honestly.
about the truth here, Miller.
And I have to squeeze into this car. It's not made for big American people.
We're showing the video on YouTube and Bloomberg Originals, and I have to say, my team, our radio team, Sarah Livesey, and Elizabeth, I think, who shot it, were like, wait. Just wait until you see Matt trying to get into the car and then get out of the car.
True. I'm too big. I'm a little too big for the car. But you know what?
When
I first got into it, I thought, I'm too big, and I almost turned around to bring it back to the garage, to FMI, the guys who give me the press cars. But I'm so glad I didn't, because once you have as much fun driving it as I did, you don't notice how small it is.
You were comfortable inside?
I wouldn't be comfortable on a long trip, but I definitely, it's where I would put the seat if I were on the track. So it's not where I would put the seat for a daily commute, but if I were on the track, I would definitely scoot up that way. The coolest thing about this, to me, is that it has a handbrake. No cars have handbrakes anymore.
That?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
I mean, even, Porsche got rid of handbrakes. Everybody has these buttons that you push or pull, an electric thing.
Yeah.
It's so lame. It takes away another visceral connection to the car, and they only do it because it saves on cost.
Huh.
They'll tell you, it's packaging. We don't have room for the handbrake. That's a bold-faced lie. They do it because it saves cost.
I was so afraid you were going to say something else, but
I know.
Thank you.
Family show. I just think it's kind of a throwback to the past, but it works so well, and the digital display is fantastic.
Why does it make a difference, Matt?
Why does what make a difference?
To have a handbrake.
Because it's another mechanical piece of the car that you operate.
Okay.
So it's not something that the car just does automatically when I push a button and I hear a beep, boop, beep. It's like, I really feel like I'm making the car work. The same as the manual transmission, There's a place for automatics. I like a lot of automatic transmissions. I like a double clutch, but this is just, I feel like I'm driving it. I'm doing something and I'm having a lot of fun. It's making me enjoy even my commute. So to me, it's, I think, just an incredible deal for how cheap it is. And in fact, you can't go to a dealership. They will laugh you out of the dealership.
Why is that?
Because they just can't make enough to satisfy demand. Because at this price, I mean, there's no competition for a car like this. A Mustang, you'd have to compare this to like a Mustang GT. But that's it's a bigger car. It's a 4-seater, even though it's got small seats in the back. And I think you really need the Mach 1 the Mach 1 version of the Mustang to get to this level, and there you're already looking at 60 grand. So this thing, I think, is probably the best priced two-door,
I was shocked
two
actually
seats,
over the price.
front engine, rear wheel sports car you can get.
How long do you think you have to be on the wait list for this?
I asked them today, I said, is it 2 years? And they said, it's not 2 years.
Okay.
But I think it's at least a year.
Wow.
Right? So they probably don't make a huge margin on this car, which is why they're not rushing to boost production. But people who know, and they want this vehicle.
So when's the EV version?
There's no EV version. That's the point.
I know.
Great
is that
EVs.
why there's so much demand? Like I'm just, or is the
they have?
I'm like blown away by
I
the
recently
price.
drove a Nissan all-electric vehicle called the Ariya.
Yeah.
It was a fantastic vehicle. But by the time I option it out to the way I want it, it's like $66,000 before the delivery fee. And so you start getting into the sort of pricey realm again. I just think there's a place for a rear wheel drive front engine sports car in this country that doesn't break the bank, and this one
It's
really
a great
fits
New
the bill.
Jersey type of car.
It's a very New Jersey car.
Trans Ams.
Yes, like the
Nissan,
IROC Z, right?
totally.
But this is much lighter. It's a much better handling
looks
car
great.
than those of old.
Sorry for everybody on radio, but
It looks
we're
very
showing.
sleek.
It's very sporty.
Well,
Yeah.
people
Love
should
it.
be streaming you on YouTube. Okay, you know what? All they need to do is go youtube.com and search Bloomberg Radio. And then they can find this live stream and they can look at this car. I love the design. I love the rear deck lid, how it opens all the way up.
I thought you were going to climb into the hatch to see.
That's
if
what
you
I
fit.
thought too.
I probably wouldn't fit. I'd need
I
to
could
be.
fit.
I'd need to lose a few pounds. Yeah, you
If
could
you
fit
had
in
an
there, Minty.
I'm
extra
very short,
41
so-
hanging around, you'd buy it? Or not necessarily?
No,
Real
no.
quickly.
Well, so for me, I think it would be tough to pull the trigger on a purchase because I'm such a big person.
Okay.
But if I were a slightly smaller person, and most people are slightly smaller than
You know
me,
who's smaller?
yes, Jessica.
I'm only
she
5
needs
foot.
one.
I'm fun size. I'm fun size.
Do you like manual? Would you drive a manual?
It's tough. I feel
Do you
like
know
it's
how to
difficult.
drive a manual transmission?
I don't think I actually can.
No,
So I feel like I wouldn't be able to do that.
These kids today don't
Yeah.
know how to drive a manual
I mean-
transmission anymore. A lot of kids do, you know, and it's easy to learn.